Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get 15 plus kill wins easily in solos and how to get high kill wins. Whether you want to set your goal to 20 kills to 10 kills, this video will help you get these solo wins while setting a goal, sticking to it, and getting a bunch of kills. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and go for 305 likes. That would be amazing. Smash that like button and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. We're already over 70,000 subscribers. It's been absolutely amazing. I know I say this a lot, but we're on that road to 100,000. So if you guys could subscribe to the channel, if you guys are new, go ahead and do that. Smack a like and let's talk about it. Now, I was going through some of my gameplays on my computer and I realized I had this 17 kill solo win. Now, this is actually from the limited time mode Blitz, but Blitz is basically the exact same as how normal game mode was. It's just a shorter game, and I would even say that it's harder to get more kills in Blitz because of how much shorter the game is. Usually games are like, 5-10 minutes shorter, so I would say this is pretty impressive in this gameplay. I wanted to get it out there even though Blitz isn't out anymore. This gameplay will show you guys how to play a fast-paced solo match. Most of my, or actually all of my highest kill games have come in the normal solo mode, but this one was 17 kills from Blitz, so I thought that was really cool. Let's go ahead and let's talk about how to get these 15 plus kill solo wins, because I know a lot of people can get wins in Fortnite, but the average win in Fortnite is probably somewhere between 4 to 8 kills, and if you want to start getting more kills, these tips will 100% help you to be able to do that. Now, the first thing is that you want to set a kill goal. Now, 15 kills is a pretty big goal. If usually you're winning with 5 to 6 kills, maybe set your goal to go to 10 kills. If you're always winning with 15 kills, set your goal to go to 20 kills. Have an amount that you want to get, and that will basically keep you on pace, so you'll know when you have to get more active, or when you have to play a bit more safe and secure that win. Now, the first thing to get these high kill, 15 plus kill wins is landing. As far as landing, you don't have much of a choice at this point in the game, and this is kind of why some people hate Tilted Towers, other people love it. You gotta land either Tilted Towers or Retail Row, and some other times you could get away with Pleasant Park or Salty Springs, but stick to those two. And how to decide where to go is depending on where the bus is flying in. You'll see when you first fly over Retail or Tilted Towers, you probably want to go to whatever is closer. If you're somewhere in the middle, I would recommend going to Tilted Towers, and that's what you're going to want to do. You want to basically come out of that first town area with about 6 to 8 kills, and that will set yourself up for an opportunity at this higher kill win. I definitely think that Tilted Towers is the place to do it at, but when the bus flies right over Retail Row and that's the first drop, that is one that you can go. As far as your landing, you want to land on a popular building. So even if Tilted Towers, which is a populated area, you pretty much want to land on either the H building, where I landed in this gameplay, the actual Castle Tower, Trump Tower, whatever you want to call it, or one of these big brown apartment buildings. The reason why is that if you're good at landing, if you're good at dropping early, you can get to a shotgun or get to a gun before people and pick off a few people who might not have the best weaponry or might not even have a gun at all. Get yourself a couple of free kills. One easy way to do that is Tilted Towers, the top of that castle tower. If you can get to the gun first, go ahead and do it. A lot of casual players will land there, and you can actually start off games with literally just clearing out that building. I've seen people come out of that building with like 5 kills already, and then you still have the rest of Tilted Towers to take out. So that's what I say. Land in a popular area, get a shotgun, and then start to go ham. Now, recently in this game, it was the pump shotgun was changed so you could not do a double pump. That wasn't so recently, but after that, they made it so that when you had 2 pumps, or whenever you had a pump and you switched to a weapon and then switched back, you still had to cock the pump, and that has now been changed. In this game now, as of about a week ago, the best shotgun strategy, and I don't think it was live when I did this gameplay, but it is right now, is to go pump into tactical and back into pump. That's how it works now. You can literally shoot 1 shot of the pump, 1 shot of the tac, back to 1 shot of the pump. That's what you'll see me doing, and a lot of people doing nowadays, because that is the way to get a bunch of kills in Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers is pretty much all about shotgun skill. Aim for the head with the shotguns. Use that pump into tac into pump strategy, and you will be able to dominate players if you are accurate with your shotgun shot, and that's how you'll be able to come out of Tilted or Retail Row, wherever you're landing. First of all, Retail Row is a bit more ranged fights than Tilted, with 6 to 8 kills. Of course, the way to find these gunfights and find kills is by listening to people. If they're in the same building as you'll hear them running around, or you'll hear where the shots are fired. Run over there. You have to play aggressive to get out of that first area. You need at least 6 kills to come out of that first area if you want to go for these 15 kill plays. Next is the mid game. Now, the mid game, first of all, what I recommend doing, clear out that first town, clear out the first place you landed at. Once it's fully clear, start making the rotations. The mid game, you want to pick off around 3 to 5 people at minimum mid game off of rotations, choke point, point areas, basically areas where you're going to find people rotating at. Now, areas to look out for, I wrote down on my notes here. I usually have notes whenever I'm making these tip videos to stay on track, is you want to look out for the choke point areas where people are moving into the next safe zone. Down low in the river outside of Tilted Tower, a lot of people will be running through there to rotate. That is a great area to catch people. If the safe zone's going the other way, go up on the hill behind Tilted. You can use that area to catch some kills. You want to look into valleys where people are going to be. Where I'm at right now in this gameplay is, I guess you would classify it as a valley because there's so many mountains all around. And you want to check, people heading into towns or around supply drops. That's where you're going to find people mid-game. If you watch this game and where I pop a lot of people, it's all sort of around these, as the safe zones are moving in. Move in with the zones, be a little bit ahead of it, check your backs, look side to side, and you just have to pick a few people off mid-game. The key with getting high kill wins is mostly all of it happens in the early game and the late game. The mid-game, even if it's slow, you only find a couple people, it's not that big of a deal because you will have, if you have a strong start off the early game, and late game, the game slows down significantly. A lot of people sit up in bases, a lot of people hide, and you can, if you play aggressive and you play smart, you can rack up kills in the late game. So that's what I recommend doing as far as the mid game goes. Now, when it comes to late game, I'd say late game is around top 15. In this gameplay right here, in the top 15, and this is Blitz, so in your faster paced game mode, I think I get 6 kills out of the top 15 just by myself. So that gets me a bunch of kills. I came in with 11 kills going into the top 15, which was absolutely amazing. It was somewhere around there, but then I'm able to get a lot more kills. Now, everyone's going to play slow, and what you need to do is you need to play at your own pace in the late game, and that's why I think it's good to set a goal. If your goal is 10 kills and you're going into the late game with 11 kills, then of course you're just going to want to build a base and try to close out that game. However, if your goal is 15 kills, you're going to have to get on your high horse, you're going to have to start rushing and making things happen, and that's why I think it's good to have your goal and know the amount that you want to get for a win, so you can balance your play and pick your late game play to either be slow, medium, or fast. Now, of course, sometimes you'll be forced into fast plays where you're going to have to be building up because there's multiple people around. I think this sort of happens in this gameplay. It wasn't like I was going for a 17 kill win in this gameplay. It sort of just happened because of, I was just honestly not really caring about the kills or the win. I was just playing straight up aggression, and that's how I was able to pick off a lot of people. But of course, by doing that, you also run that risk. So in the top 15, you need to play it smart. People are going to still move in with the zone. The good players are going to rotate early, but the players that are a little bit weaker and the guys that you want to fight with, who have, maybe not the most amount of loot, but who are weaker players, they are still going to be running into with the zone. A good player late game will, as soon as they see the next zone, move there, build up a tower, look around and try to pick off stragglers, but other players will literally hide in houses. You want to check bushes. Bushes are not that common, but they are used sometimes. You want to check houses, you want to look around different areas, and of course, whenever you see building, that is a dead giveaway of somewhere you want to check. So if you want to get a lot of people, a lot of kills, you're going to have to be rushing, and you're going to have to be challenging a lot of fights, but you're going to have to do it strategically. Now, the strategic way to challenge a lot of fights late game and get a lot of kills is to build up to people's bases or to try to knock them out of their bases. Now, that depends. If you have RPGs, usually what I would recommend doing is build yourself some cover so you don't get shot from other angles, because of course that's going to happen in a solo game. Knock down their base with like an RPG, and then switch to your Scar, or you should have a Scar if you're going for this high amount of kills by this point in the game, and try to pick them off. If you have a sniper, that can be a good way to get some free kills as well. With the sniper is really strong in solos, but I usually don't recommend shooting it unless just wait until the enemy is standing still. That will happen a lot. They're going to be peeking someone else, and that's a good way to get some cheeky kills. And then as far as, once you're set up, you can decide what you want to do. You can see here in this gameplay, I'm playing all out aggression. I mean, I have 999 materials. This guy's up on the mountain, and I'm literally rushing him with four people left with 15 kills. If I was, wanted to just secure the 15 kill win, right now I could literally just build a base and sit. I have 6 jump pads right now, and of course that's because the Blitz game mode you get more jump pads, but even now the jump pad spawns are increased. But I play aggressive, and I know I want to go for a higher kill win, so I rush this guy, and you'll see I'm able to catch him. I think he's just sitting in this box trying to heal or something like that, and then I end up getting knocked down, and then I go back up. Something like that happens. I don't really remember. This gameplay did happen quite a while ago, but you can see here I'm basically playing aggressive, and then at this point I realize, okay, this is not, it wouldn't be the smartest. I need to rotate over. because I have jump pads and the next safe zone is going to be over there. And at this point, I'm just trying to secure the win, and those last kills come naturally. Of course, the last kill 1v1, you're going to have to fight that guy like 95%. Sometimes they'll kill themselves or they'll die in the storm, but mostly every time you're going to have to fight them, and usually you can get a couple kills there at the end. So remember that, and that's how you're going to be able to get 15 kill wins or as many kills as you want. You want to have a very, very strong early game. Early game, go all out. Worst case scenario, you die, you go back to the menu, you find a new game in a second, and you're trying it again. Mid game, you want to play it strategically, and you want to rotate, make sure your materials are farmed up, make sure you're picking off those stragglers, and late game, play it at your own pace based on how many kills you want. Hopefully these tips help you out. 17 kill win there. Drop a like for that if you guys could. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.